You know that feeling when you check your bank account and actually smile instead of closing the app in horror? There's a specific number where this shift happens, and it's not $1 million. It's $20,000. I'm Kevin, and I think a lot about financial psychology. If you want to understand real wealth building, hit subscribe. Most financial gurus say you need 6 figures to feel wealthy, but they're wrong. There's a much smaller milestone that completely changes your relationship with money. $20,000. Think of it like pushing a heavy boulder up a hill. Getting it started is brutal. You strain, you sweat, you make little progress. But once you build enough momentum, the boulder crests the hill and rolls down the other side almost effortlessly. $20,000 is that turning point. Everything before feels like pushing uphill against gravity. Everything after feels like gravity is working for you. But the real magic isn't just math, it's in your brain. When you have no savings, your brain goes into survival mode. Every decision is filtered through fear and scarcity. You take bad job offers, stay in situations you hate, and say yes to things you don't want to do because you need the cash. Your mental bandwidth is completely consumed by short-term survival. When you cross $20,000, something remarkable happens. Your brain has space to think differently. Instead of, how do I survive until next payday? You start asking, how can I grow this money? Research shows that just $2,000 in savings boosts financial well-being by 21%. At $20,000, which is 6 months of expenses for most people, you get another 13% boost. Plus, more importantly, you finally have breathing room to build wealth instead of just preserving it. Here's the math that gets exciting. Save $1,000 a month at 8% returns. Your first $20,000 takes about 19 months. Your second $20,000 takes only 17 months because your first $20,000 is now working alongside your monthly savings. Same effort, less time. By the time you hit $400,000, your next $20,000 takes just 5 months. The same amount that took nearly 2 years to save is now happening automatically through your investments. The real secret isn't exclusive investments, it's scale. A 10% return on $2,000 is $200. A 10% return on $20,000 is $2,000 real money. Same strategy, same risk, completely different impact. But here's what most people miss. Saving $20,000 doesn't just give you money. It fundamentally rewires your brain. You prove to yourself that you can control your money instead of it controlling you. You become the kind of person who can delay gratification when it counts. That's not just a financial skill, it's a life skill. You also start seeing opportunities instead of just threats. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, a car repair is a disaster. With $20,000 in the bank, it's just annoying. Better yet, you can actually consider investing in a friend's business, a rental property, or a career opportunity, things you had to ignore before. Then there's your career. $20,000 gives you what I call walking away money. You could quit your job and survive for months. That doesn't mean you should be reckless, but it means you negotiate from strength, not desperation. You ask for the raise. You push back on unreasonable demands. You explore new opportunities. And just having that security makes you more confident, which leads to better assignments and more money. Don't blow your first $20,000 on a new car or an expensive vacation. That $30,000 car could become over $200,000 invested over 20 years. The person in the flashy car is often stressed about money. The person in the older Honda is quietly building wealth and sleeping better at night. Look, $20,000 won't make you rich overnight, but it will fundamentally change how you think about money and opportunity. It's the difference between surviving and thriving, between reacting to life and designing it. Start building that foundation today. Your future self will thank you. If this video changed how you think about money, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and share this with someone who's still living paycheck to paycheck. Trust me, they need to hear this.